The bigger question is, why the fuck did an old woman have it?
I did not care, but now I do a lot.
Who is this?
Okay, I'm
woman?
back. Ooh, did I miss anything?
Yeah.
Just a little
like
talk about a
shit
journal.
capsized.
One could call it one. Eddie, don't place jinxes on you.
Jesus.
One could call it witchy business.
Okay.
So Nim will just make a mental note to protect Celeste's soul.
Yeah, that might be a concern now.
If she is a witch, you don't know.
Well, she's related to whatever I'm dealing with, and that's not good.
Is she? Maybe she's just caught up in a bigger plan.
I'm assuming.
You don't know. I didn't say you get answers.
So in the meantime, I'm just sitting towards the back of the boat.
Yeah.
Like sitting up against like the back of one of the walls and just watching the town disappear as we go farther out into sea.
Are you literally like the farthest away as possible from Prince?
Oh yeah, by the way, you guys have
on purpose.
You have a long journey. There will be time skipping, but like this is really the point where you get to flush out your characters and personality, because this voyage is 4,000 miles long.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long travel.
So,
no, this is just the boat arc.
Yeah, it's like your obligatory beach episode, except it's on a boat.
Filler episode.
Not really. Important shit will happen. Be assured.
Right. As it stands right now, I'm just pacing back and forth, mumbling to myself and Sylvan, and like checking my journal for notes.
Do you guys think that's enough deckhands?
So
yeah, that's plenty.
Okay.
There's so many.
We need at least one more.
Holy
one
shit,
more.
there's so many.
No, there needs to be
One more.
more. Wait, are there
One more.
crow's nests? I don't see any in the crow's nest.
There's a crow's nest. Put him. Look, he's
I'm
right
not
there.
seeing anyone in the
He's
crow's
climbing
nest.
up. He's climbing up right now.
Oh,
Look, he's
okay,
climbing
I
up
see.
right
Okay,
now.
I see
no,
people
just
now.
for reference, this is just on the deck. There are people on the mast scurrying up and down.
Yeah,
It's
we're
literally
good,
like
we're
the
good.
boat is covered in ants, and there's even
Lordo,
more...
we're good, man. We got plenty of fucking deckhands.
Yeah, you hear,
In case
you
we
can
get
even
hungry,
hear
we got plenty of
ambiently.
deckhands.
Like if
Oh
you,
my god.
If you look through the grates in the boat, you just see swarms of men. This is a multi-decked ship with tons of fucking crew.
God.
It is part of the Avrandali Grand Fleet.
Okay, so I have no idea what happened with Celeste, but Nim will tell Celeste, I don't know what's going on, but if you need help and I can help you, I will. This is still in Sylvan.
What can you possibly help with? You don't have the answers. I'm afraid
No,
nobody
don't worry.
does.
He's not that big. He's not that big.
Oh shit, he's
mad.
massive.
Oh wow. Well, no wonder why he was able to hold the ration away from him.
He's 80 feet tall.
I'm afraid that anything I do share with you.
Please be next to Prince. Please be next to Prince.
No, he is. You've been standing next to each other because he told you how long the boat was when you were like, Jesus. this
Yeah,
shit
you're just like
sucks."
thinking, you're just like kneeling down to him already or something.
Bro. What's someone want to talk to a captain? Captain, by the way, one of the great tacticians, by the way.
I'm
of a
sleeping.
fucking nation.
I sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fucking.
There's
Oh my
Prince.
God.
There's
Are
Prince Dan on
are
his
we
knee.
are we gonna take a fucking tangent where Prin is just fucking kneeling down to this man, telling him how fucking great he is?
We can roleplay, man. This is roleplaying. We can roleplay if you want, man. It's all good.
Oh no, it's your character. How big do you want the ditch dug?
What the fuck?
Wow. I mean, what I'm saying is, Prin would love to talk to a captain and just like absorb information.
Well, don't call him a fucking captain because he's an admiral and he's a grand tactician.
Oh, fuck, let me actually check.
That's a pretty fucking major slip up.
Hold on. Yeah, because I wrote admiral on accident, so wrote captain on accident. So let me.
I mean, he's the captain of the Mistral, but he's decorated.
Yeah.
He's one of the 4 great military advisors to the king.
That's
If you need a better equivalency, he's a 5-star general if he was in the army.
Yeah.
He's one of the 4 minds that determine any kind of military action or operation that happens in all of Avrendal.
Yes,
good
yes.
for
He has a
him.
big enough wig for Prin.
Yeah, he has a big enough wig for Prin to want to look at them feet.
Wow.
It was his feet. We're moving away from the original.
Man, trash. Anyway, any fucking way. Yeah, Prin is gonna just like, I guess, he doesn't even, he literally does not know how to like coach him. So it's kind of just gonna, I don't know. This is the first time he's really gotten the chance to talk to someone, you know, higher.
That wasn't fucking fat.
Besides his headmaster and besides like his dad doesn't count. So
His dad doesn't count. His dad's just a dad.
yeah, he's his dad. It doesn't really count at that point.
I'm noticing we have a lot of dad issues in this group.
No, I
No.
know.
Okay, so
I'm good.
Nim has family issues, not dad issues.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not just the dad. The whole fucking family is a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prin's fine. Prin doesn't have any.
Am I gonna have to fucking create an
You don't
NPC
know what issues I
therapist for
have.
these guys?
Don't you assume things about me?
Yeah, Samson's got it.
Some
Samson's his own basket case. What are you talking about? So anyway, does Prin speak to him, or should I drop the next event hook?
I think Prin's just gonna appreciate him from afar, probably.
Run straight away.
Ah, got it. So after he tells you the length of the ship, you just like start scunching away.
Yeah, because it's kind of like meeting a celebrity and to him, honestly. So yeah, he's
So
like.
Fran notices this and kind of looks at Prin and just smiles. There's no need to be so nervous, young one. I'm not a god. As he continues
Oh,
marking,
cool.
They're overrated.
as he continues marking in his clipboard.
My apologies. It's the first time I've met, someone like you in person. So it's an honor.
He cocks an eyebrow and smiles more. What? Half-elf, Grand Tactician, Admiral, or somebody who, wears a long coat?
Oh yeah, just keep singing your own praises, man.
He's not singing his praises, he's just bantering.
That would be an admirable, sir.
Don't worry about it.
It'd be so funny if he's like the long coat.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, young Bellatas. It's simply a job, nothing more. I protect the interests of the people, and I make sure that peace is an option. That's all a tactician really does. As he begins to walk by you and and pats you on the shoulder with his clipboard, my main modus operandi is to make sure casualties are to a minimum, and that everything happens effectively. Anything else, and I'm just a man. As he starts walking across the deck.
I thought he was a half elf, not a man.
Well, he's half man.
What?
Half me.
That's halfish.
Yeah, that's
Oh
that's
my
pretty
God.
half it. Are you? That's pretty against interspecies relations.
Prin is gonna turn around from the admiral, the admiral.
The Admiral. Oh,
He's gonna turn and is gonna look across like the boat length. Can he see Samson from here?
I'd be surprised. My back is to a wall.
It's like
Oh.
300.
Can he see his hat?
just sees a bit of the fucking hat just swaying in the breeze over one of the upper deck walls.
I would like to make a perception check to see if I can see his hat, because this will determine his actions otherwise.
What are you gonna do? What?
If you allow me.
Just fucking charge across the deck, grab Samson. Bow to this man! Bow! He's for the people! He's for the people!
If you allow me to make a perception check, I would.
Wait,
love
please allow
You
him.
roll whatever fucking dice you want to roll. I want to see this hole get as deep as possible. We're going to fucking
Alright.
China with
How
this
hard,
brown
how hard is
nosing.
it to see him from this far?
perception.
I don't know. Generally, people can see 300 feet unless you fucking don't wear glasses.
But
Nine.
if there's like a wall.
Well, we're going to assume that the wall is not high enough It's high enough that Samson can lean against it. It's not high enough that his head is completely obscured. And at that distance is only just under 200 feet.
Okay.
Or 38.4 hex.
I rolled a 9, so like I don't know if you if that matters.
Base 10.
You
Well,
don't see him.
I don't see him.
Yeah, you don't notice
You
it.
don't see me.
Walking by just as Prin looked, just totally obscured him.
Yeah, Prin is gonna sigh and he's gonna make a mental note to talk to Samson because he felt like
A big duty
Big-
butthole?
what?
They
You don't have to go with it. I'm just passive DMing.
They met on the wrong foot or whatever. Samson or Rebel, you.
me.
God, I'm gonna make or Prin's gonna make a mental note of that.
I've created a monster.
That's your fault. It's your fault, man. He's gonna enjoy the sights for now.
Alright.
Is there anything else anybody wants to do?
Okay, so I want to do two things, but
Yep.
first, is there a quarter that Nim can change into the magic clothes in?
Of course. When you were getting on the ship before departure, you were all introduced to your quarters. You each are in separate quarters on the ship.
Fantastic. So Nim's gonna change clothes. They look exactly the same.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wow!
I have a request from
$200 something dollars for the same outfit.
while you're doing all this,
Woo!
I'd like to follow you around, and I'm gonna think of a brief way to discuss this. Okay, so as we're walking down at the bottom, I'm gonna be like, I know you said you wanted to help. I have a quick question. How do you know the Sylvan language? Have you been to the Feywilds? Do you know of the Feywilds? If so, what do you know of the Feywilds?
I'll keep this brief.
Nim would have read about them, definitely not would have visited. So she's like, I've never been, but I've read extensively about them, and so I picked it up through books.
Extensively. You can tell that they're definitely nervous. They're like they have a lump in their throat. They don't want to ask you. Do you know of this man? I'm going to pass you the journal. What was the name? I never came up with a name.
Well,
the only thing.
come up with one now, because I'm not picking the name of your father. I thought you knew.
No.
Joe Obama.
I didn't know him. I don't know my dad.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Who's Joe?
I think your mother would have at least told you what your father's name is.
That's true, but I didn't know.
Damn. Didn't give him
Hold
enough thought. It's okay. Roll a random Sylvan name generator for males.
I am. This one's good.
Bill Cosby Leaf.
I'm posting it in. Take a seat. Element Kelkas.
Element? Okay.
Alright, now, would Nim know that?
Well, I don't know. Is it scribbled above his body?
Well, you said I knew who it was from, judging by the name. So I'm assuming that the name is written in the journal.
Fair enough. So that means her name is Celeste Kalkaus, right?
Technically, yes. Technically, their name is something else.
Well, yeah, but
They don't know that she.
they don't know
Nim
that.
doesn't know it. Yeah, the party does not know.
I know that. You know
my last
that.
name.
Fucking
I know that.
Barney the Horsosaurus Rex knows that.
He does know that.
Soon, who I found out the pronunciation of is in fact Sini, which is fucking hard to say. I would love to just say soon. Can I just say soon?
No.
Oh, it's like Sune. Yeah, I don't care. Say whatever.
I'm just
Soon,
gonna
Sune.
say soon. Soon's so much easier than trying to, bend my tongue through my nose.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, so the name's there, right?
Yeah, the name is there.
Okay.
Element Kelkas.
Damn, you're up.
And yeah, well, she asked if she knew the name or not, and you didn't give her an answer yet.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a question to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
How-
I
sorry.
wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's written over top of the picture in the book.
Yeah, but does she
would I
know who
know
it
the
is?
name?
I don't know. Do you want to know the name? I'm not that strict on this. It's
Would it make
Celeste's lore, so like I'm kind of
Mm.
hand off on that.
Well, I don't
Well,
know. This is something I handed off to you because I wanted it to be a mystery.
You know what? Fine. I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Okay. So Nim says sadly not, but I could do some research on it and see what I can
I
find.
appreciate that. I'm going to have to do some research myself. Another question, and I'm like following you into the thing while you get changed. I'm not following you in. I'm waiting outside patiently,
Okay.
and then you get changed. Oh, you look wonderful. I'm gonna
Thank you.
I'm gonna flip in my journal, and I'm gonna show her the images I've drawn of the swirling black man. Oh, that came off wrong. The black figure that looks humanoid, along with the black thorns. And you have
The swirling
not seen
black
these
man.
either.
Would
I
I,
regret
have
saying
seen
that.
those, DM?
Well, you don't know who he is, so no, you don't know who those are.
Or what those are.
Yeah, so Nim says no.
Mm,
And she takes out her own paper and makes notes to look these things up.
you will not find much looking these things up. I've tried for many years. That's why I've resorted to asking someone I've known for a day, getting desperate.
So Nim goes, I have a bit more lenience when it comes to research, so we'll see.
What do you mean,
nudge,
lenience?
nudge.
Okay, so Nim goes for a second,
Also, Eddie,
because she's
this month-
pondering whether or not to reveal her secret. She's like, if you could change shape, would you change shape?
Yes, I suppose it would allow access for other things.
Speaking of which, what season is Celeste right now?
Winter.
Ah, the cold one.
I've born winter, stayed winter.
So Nim goes, can you keep a secret?
Yes, I've been keeping a secret for a very long time. You are one of the few people I've told, so please go ahead.
So then Nim will transform into Celeste.
Who is... Oh. Do I look like this? And I'm gonna rub my eyes, and
God.
I'm a
there's like
redhead.
bags, there's like dark bags underneath the glowing purple eyes.
Oh God, my back.
Oh my goodness.
How could I let it get so bad? I'm hideous. Hideous, I say.
So Nim goes, this is why I bought the magic clothes. It helps wardrobe changes, as you see.
Oh yes, you're wearing my clothes. They look good.
I don't though, but my clothes fucking trip.
And then Nim changes back.
This is not that much of a surprise. I am not shocked or appalled, but I thank you for sharing your secret with me.
You shared yours. Most people don't like changelings.
I see no issue with them. I have bigger concerns.
Nim smiles a bit, and Nim goes, so what I'm planning to do is, is there a library on the map? Because Nim is sneaking in.
On the ship.
Yeah. I'm talking to Lord.
Yeah,
Is there a
I-
library on the map?
I wouldn't say there'd be a library, but I would say some of the higher ups might have libraries.
So
Like
Nim
personal
is like, I'm trying to figure out a way to sneak into one of the quarters and see if I can find a more detailed version of their plans.
I'm sure if that's what you want, I am not too concerned with their plans.
If you want to go get plans, then I think you know whose quarters you got to get into.
Yeah, that's why I wrote down the name in case someone asked.
I should have read the journal before we departed and asked the mysterious gnome. She may be related to all this.
Didn't you go to the gnome shop?
I did, but
No,
I didn't know that that's what the book was that I got. So I didn't want to ask her about it.
No, wait, like, didn't Nim also go to see the old?
Yeah,
lady?
yeah.
Or am I
Yeah.
thinking of Hyala?
No, it was me and Nim.
No. Oh yeah, you went into the bookshop with her. Okay. Jade was the one I don't know if anybody caught it. They were the same woman. The one in the jewelry store and the one in the bookstore. They're the same person.
Yeah, I figured. I just didn't. I wouldn't know that in character.
I'm
Yeah.
Oh, is
really
that
hoping she
Zanzibar?
just shows up.
Yeah, so I thought Nim might have went to the jewelry store.
No, you said I walked past it, so I got separated from.
Yeah, that's right, because you twirled down the street like a blade, absolutely fucking mesmerized by everything and thus saw nothing.
A+.
Yeah. So sadly, Nim doesn't know.
Nimhart, can you make me a promise? If we survive this trip to Zanzibar, I would like you to accompany me to find that woman and question her about this journal.
Nim is like so down for this. Nim says, absolutely.
And if you really want to hold on to this journal, you can. I have no use for it. I honestly want to burn it. I never want to see it again.
Nim goes, are you comfortable with me reading it?
If you could find anything that I could not, then be my guest.
Okay, Nim acquires journal. Zelda sounds in the background.
Wait, no, hold on. I can do that better.
Yeah. This better
Yeah.
happen every time we get an item now.
No.
So
Every
I
time you get an
actually
important
have
item, I will
it
bring out the
written
kazoo.
down.
I will make the promise of every time an important item goes, you have to remind me to grab the kazoo.
Oh my god.
At least we're done with shopping.
Yeah.
No, fuck no! I'm not playing that every time you go shopping.
If you
You bought
need
an
me,
item.
Okay, that sounds great.
I'm sure it does.
If you need me, Nim, I will be on the top of the ship, sitting with Hyala. If you require my assistance in your plans, let me know.
All right, thank you very much. And the same to you.
Yes, thank you. And I'm gonna go back up and sit silently across from Hyala unless she says something.
Yeah, I assume you look a little more relaxed after having that conversation. She'd say
A little more what?
relaxed, at least.
It's like
Since you probably look.
it's like a scale. So
Girl talk.
most relaxed when I entered the city, least relaxed when I read the book. So now I'm like in between. I'm obviously still nervous. And
That was a honey bottle. I'm making tea. Please ignore that.
hell
noise.
yeah,
You're a honey bottle.
I'm also making
he's
hot-
good.
I'm also making hot honey water to prepare my throat for any fucking destruction that may come.
Okay.
Thank you, Black Survival, for making me realize that you could just make hot honey water as a drink.
It's real good.
It's real good.
But yeah, unless Hyala wants to say something, I'm just staring off in the
Yeah.
ocean.
So, you seem a little better.
I suppose so. I do not know anymore.
It looked like you were going to pass out for a minute there.
I'm surprised I did not.
I see.
You know, when you dedicate your life to something and then the answer is the last thing you wanted to see, it can do a lot to you.
Is that so?
Yes. I do not wish to get specific.
That's alright.
What time of a day is it right now?
I would say
High
you got
noon.
to the city early, so you're not that far from the shore. The shore is kind of going on the horizon, so it's probably about midday.
Okay.
High noon, yeehaw!
Yeah!
Oh yeah, as it becomes high noon, Samson would definitely know this. So if Samson wants to make a outburst declaring it's high noon, I, the DM, will allow this.
I do, and it sounds real good.
All right, excellent. Samson screams, "Yeehaw! It's high noon."
And then I pop a shot in every person on the deck's back. I'm kidding.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, so you do
they
that.
Call it,
Some
they
of the
call it high
deckhand-
noon because of the location of the sun.
Yeah, some of the deckhands chuckle at that, by the way. Some of the others just roll their eyes. You get a mixed response.
you said we all had our own quarters? Our own quarters?
Yeah, like
It is a
room for each of us.
320-foot ship that belongs to one of the Grand Tacticians. This man has space for excess quarters for putting dignitaries, shipping around dignitaries and the like. This man put you up in his dignitaries' quarters.
Prin is alright. Prin is gonna actually he's gonna retire to his quarters then. That's the case. He wants to like chill out for a bit. Cause he's like, there's nothing much he can really do besides like, cause he doesn't know where the others are. Cause I believe you guys are in your quarters.
No,
Everybody
I'm
else
on
is on the deck at this point.
Me and Yala are
Yeah.
like right here beneath.
We're
you.
vibing. Come vibe with us.
Samson's vibing
Vibe
against the
corner.
wall.
I'm straight up having a bad time right now.
I think Nim also
Okay.
went up deck, so Prince
If
just...
that's the case, then I can see you, motherfucker, like Kiala
Yeah.
and the last.
You just can't
Yeah,
see
you
Samson.
fucking motherfuckers! How dare you not be as
I'm-
rich as me?
I'm
Except
just
Samson.
hiding to go.
Fucking Samson. All right, I'm gonna. Brenda's gonna march on over. Just gonna slowly march on over to. You
We're
guys.
sitting at a table.
Nice.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello. Is there room for another?
Of course.
It'd be
Yeah.
so
Yes.
funny if she said no.
I'm gonna look at the table we're sitting at and like, yes, there's obviously more seats.
Brenda's gonna inhale, just exhale as he slowly.
He's like, remember your meditation.
Remember?
Totally backwards from 10.
Think of the ocean.
He's
10
been-
fire breaths.
he's a bit of a short circuit, but I mean, it hasn't been shown yet, but he obviously is a bit,
Edgy.
you know.
On
No.
edge.
Yeah, that one.
Cheers, bro. I'll drink to that.
He's gonna just sit down and I mean, I don't know if I even mentioned it, but he's decked the fuck out in terms of like weaponry. He has,
Oh yeah. You're just covered in
Yeah.
armor and stuff.
Yeah, he has 2 blades and like another like set of throwing whatchamacallit, hatchets or whatever the fuck.
Mm.
But
That's
most
it?
where I mean, yeah,
That's a
But-
lot.
Oh,
it is a
is
lot.
it?
Bro,
Oh,
I have
okay,
a rock
then.
and a knife.
Let's see. I got a hunting rifle.
Bro,
2
you're not
revolvers, a
here, don't worry
quarter
about it.
You're not
staff,
here, no, you're not
You're not here, don't worry about it.
Shut up!
warrior-
Shut up, boy.
We'll see it in action.
Yeah, we'll see it in action.
Yeah, he's gonna hold the 2 revolvers with his hands and then just put his
Motherfucker's a
tongue,
metal.
put his tongue around the trigger of his
Can I-
hunting rifle. He's gonna fucking
This guy has a
Zorro.
fucking Metal Gear inventory. Yeah, fucking-
No, it's called a bag of holding.
Samson's a practitioner of 3-gun style.
Can I
Just
see
gonna-
that Prin is like really enjoying himself on the ship, or at least being in the presence of it?
Yeah. He's kind of just he's probably vibing the most out of everyone.
I'm gonna
Does he
eye,
have
I'm
a
gonna eye
tail?
over, really awkward, and I'm gonna say like, how are you enjoying your time on the ship?
You know, we're not doing much right now, but I like it a lot. It's nice to be on like, I guess, this is as an official as a ship you're gonna be on. So, I used to ride a little bit with my dad and all, but
I
not.
wince when I hear Dad.
Oh, can I make an insight check?
Yeah,
Feel
Nim
bad.
is gonna walk up from under the deck at this point and take a seat here.
I'm gonna insight check.
Yeah, pretty much the only time you guys have to ask me to make a roll is if you don't know what roll you should make.
Okay.
I like
You allow
watching
me-
dice roll. It's fun.
Do you allow me the rolls? Left?
Oh yeah. Go
Fuck it.
ahead. I'll say DC 12.
15.
Uh-huh.
I like it when you guys roll dice. Nations are built or fall based on a fucking die.
Rolling the dice is fun.
Yeah, that was a 15. So.
It is.
Yeah, you see me.
Actually, hold up. Small tangent. Why would you ever think I would deny you dice? I roll fucking 1,000 D1000s for fun.
Well, it's a good courtesy for the players
a
to
good
ask the
courtesy.
DM.
Yeah, because
It's
it's like,
you know
hey,
what?
I'd like
Yeah.
to make an attack roll. Can I use persuasion?
Can I persuade? Can I shame my fucking...
it's like you pass your persuasion roll.
Gerald,
It's okay,
Gerald.
Sword. You can do it.
Gerald doesn't do
Aw.
attack damage.
I was thinking you try to persuade the opponent to leave. You're really gonna attack me with that shabby sword? Why don't
They-
you come
they just
back with
punch
an
themselves.
actual blade?
You're gonna attack me with that limp sword? That sword's so limp, I bet it couldn't cut butter at room temperature.
Right.
But yeah, you see them wince when you say that.
Friend's gonna stop, and he's gonna his face is. I mean, his face is already like chill, but his face is gonna soften even more, and it's gonna be like, say something wrong.
No,
I don't know.
I can consider myself envious, I suppose. And I'm gonna just stare off in the ocean with like what looks like a frozen tear running down the cheek.
Crying
Friend-
diamonds, it hurts a lot.
It hurts like hell.
So,
I'm glad
so
you knew where I was going.
Celeste is
Eddie.
definitely crying, right?
Just slightly.
Just one tear into the
And
wind.
so Nim will go, Prin, this is the second person today. What is wrong with you?
I'll laugh at that, like a solid, like a
Friend
quiet laugh.
is gonna start stammering. It's just, I'm sorry, I didn't listen.
No.
okay.
So
It's not to you.
can I say that from where I am, I heard that and started laughing?
And Samson doesn't even know why.
No, I heard it.
Yeah,
I'm just laughing because it's
Yeah,
funny.
but you didn't hear you weren't there for the first person that he made cry. So
Yeah.
now all you know is this is the
Hearing
second
that it's
person.
the second person is hilarious.
I believe that fear comes from not understanding. So from what I do not understand, I fear. And sometimes that hurts, but I could remedy that with, just knowing more.
Or alcohol.
If it's any consolation, I might be a great fighter, but would you be surprised if I told you that was the first time I've actually shot on my own?
No.
You did ask us to accompany you.
No, that was the second time he shopped on his own. And
It
it
was.
went worse than the first time.
My only regret was going to an easy shop to buy magic components.
I don't like that place.
Shop?
No,
Hey,
you should not.
Shop easy. Your one-stop shop for all your easy
Hey,
needs.
in my language, it's reversed.
Easy show.
You say easy first.
Easy shoppy.
God.
Nim says the teachers always shop for the students, so I'm not well versed.
Well,
What academy do you come from, Nim?
Okay, I'm gonna make up a name.
I just realized I don't have the name ready either. But I do have the name, but I don't remember.
Glad to know I wasn't the only
Okay.
one.
Did none of you name your schools?
No, I did. I just don't remember.
It should
Did
be... I didn't remember all of them.
I feel like
So,
I don't know if it's... I know most... I'm pretty sure all of you named them, except like Prin. I don't think you named them.
Wasn't it like Torchase Day something?
I did not.
Yeah, it was
There's
something
a-
Cocheste... Yeah. I know
I mean-
Celeste had... I know the general understanding was whatever the fuck Nim's homeland's name is. I can't remember the pronunciation. Wow,
It's-
I'm just a
I
greatest...
call it Galarian, but I don't know how to say it. I was hoping you did.
I do know how to say it.
It's
I
your
just...
place. You can say it however you want.
Please, forgive me
Saying
as
it
a
like the
DM for
Pokemon
not
quiz.
remembering all these things. One, it's my first time, and you don't know how many hours I've been pouring into everything else.
I do.
I'm not joking. Ed knows. I'm asking him questions almost every single day. For
That's good,
hours
though.
at a day. And then he goes
Yeah.
to bed, and I go to bed at 3 in the fucking morning.
It's okay. This stuff happens.
Yeah, that's just DMing.
Yeah, that's just the end.
Oh, here it is. Torchase Arcana.
Yeah.
I'll write
That.
that down.
So you can put it when all of you figure it out. You could just put it in the fucking general campaign inval.
I'm putting it in my own notes.
Yeah, you can put it in your own notes too. I don't care where you put it.
So if you don't have an answer, Nim, you could just say that you tell me.
Yeah, I tell him the name.
Yeah. Name of school. Insert.
What do I know of it? Does it have like a reputation in my school?
It's the top academy in the country.
If you guys pay attention, if your characters themselves pay attention to world affairs, you will know quite a bit of the universities.
Yeah. Okay. I at least pay attention to the universities.
Yeah. These things are not... Every nation has its own. Most are kind of named after the nation. Like Eddie's is... It's VOD, right?
Yeah.
V-A-U-D? VOD?
V-A-U-D.
Yeah, V-A-U-D, yeah. What did I say? So you all pretty much know.
That school is quite... how do you say... prestigious?
Prestigious.
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 That's...
Privilege.
yeah.
And the students, so Nim responds, and the students were just as uptight.
No offense, that sounds like a chore.
I stayed in the library most of the time, though my friend Susan was quite enthusiastic. She was a artificer who set many things aflame.
I could think of another artificer that set many things aflame. Right, Eddie?
I can't.
I know too many.
As a quick side note, you all kind of loosely notice a deckhand trying to tie a knot onto one of the strings, but he's having difficulty. And he's starting to get a little flustered. To which Sufren walks up. Sailor! Grand Tactician, I'm sorry, I'll get this knot. He puts his hand on his arm. Horace, it's okay. Look, like this. And he efficiently but slowly ties the knot. Grand Tactician, you don't have to do... Shh. It's my job to make sure that the deckhands can do their job. I can't expect you to do that if I don't teach first.
Does Prince see this?
Of course, Prince sees this.
Can I roll a perception check on the fancy guy?
Yeah, you can roll a perception or you could just see it. It's kind of...
No, I want to know, like, what do I notice about the specifics? Because I'm intending to go into his quarters.
Oh.
Right.
Specifics of him tying a knot?
No, of him. Like, what do I notice specifically about him? Like, past the decorations. Any mannerisms or fancy way of speaking I might not have picked up earlier?
He always keeps it... When he's talking or his hands are free, his hands are usually up close. Not right up against his chin, but, like, always kept on his upper chest. Like, he makes all his hand gestures up by his head.
Okay.
He also walks very straight.
T-Rex?
No, but he usually is just very... He's got that 45-degree angle of speaking. You know, when somebody's usually very studious or very tactical, they usually might keep shorter hand movements than somebody who's, you know, to quote the stereotype, a big Italian speaker, and their hands are usually doing all kinds of crazy things.
Their hands are doing, like, Naruto jutsus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
His hands are very, like, short, pointed. His motions are precise. And while his clothing is a little looser than the rest of the officers' uniforms, he doesn't even wear his rank and file hat, as you see. The man's calm, but he's efficient. Nothing about him is in excess, except for perhaps his kindness, which you can see because as he passes any of the deckhands, no matter how nervous they are, they always look more relaxed when he passes by.
Bless you.
In
Thank
fact,
you.
you even notice as time has passed, the scurry on the top deck has started to slow down. It's less like a colony of ants and a more calm, efficient movement.
Even I don't hate him.
Yeah, that's saying something.
Wow.
I mean, it's Samson. Samson likes somebody. Wow. Samson doesn't like anybody.
I didn't say I like him. I just said I don't hate him.
Yeah,
That means a lot. I'm gonna use the spell Unseen Servant to help him out. Like, it's basically just an ethereal, invisible thing that will perform simple duties.
Help who out?
The Admiral, and I'm going to say, Admiral, if you need anything else done, I shall provide assistance. All you need to do is ask.
I appreciate that, young Celeste. However, I need not.
Yes, It's too late. The spell is cast, so enjoy.
It's too late.
I'll remember that. I'll make use of it.
Yes, you have an hour, so if you will do so, that is the time.
I will set my watch. As you see him efficiently reach for a pocket watch in his coat, dial in an hour, and put it back in.
Prin is like he hasn't noticed it, but he's been like ever since the Admiral's stuff run has been help that dude with the rope. He's been absent-mindedly staring at him.
Is his tail wagging?
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
Do you see something you like, Princulo?
What?
God, keep it in your pants.
What?
It's a tail. He can't.
Is Samson over by them now?
Close.
Close
You're so
enough
far
to be-
away.
We're close.
You're like 100 feet away.
You're far,
We're
bro.
close.
Shut up. You better commit me. Better come over here, boy.
You get over here, boy. We
Wait,
gonna
where
have a
is he?
conversation.
I'm close.
Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, Pern is gonna immediately he realize that he was like fucking staring. He stops
And
wagging.
drooling.
No, Jesus. He stops wagging and
Friend,
he.
stop simping for a sec.
Man.
Is it the position of power that does it?
Whoa! Oh, wow!
Oh man!
Oh, whoa! Notices that rank and file.
Mic drop.
Pern is gonna look to Celeste, narrow his eye. Excuse me?
I understand that many people are attracted to a sense of power, and I do not mean that in a relationship sexual way necessarily.
As soon as she finishes that statement, almost as quickly as the deck started to relax, the door to the main quarters of the deck flies open, and out steps onto the deck the man you have not met yet, Admiral Jacques Brice-Tempête, or if you want it in fucking common, Jacques Stormbreaker.
Oh,
What language is that?
Brice-Tempête is French.
Well, but I mean in game.
This fucking guy.
Avrandali.
Oh.
Mr.
Oh,
Manbud.
okay.
Oh,
He-
shit.
Man bud.
This
Alright.
another hulking meat mountain that Hyala realizes can only be a few inches shorter than Headmaster Boris comes walking out with his fleet admiral jacket loosely draped around his neck as the arms flow in the wind. With a long piece of straw hanging out of his mouth, he affixes his cap and slams his hands with a mighty force down onto the railing. Why are you all slowing down? I didn't give an order to slow down! Double time, men! As everybody quickly starts rushing again.
Celeste's eyes are just wide and they're staring down at the table.
He's friendly.
Bernie immediately looks at this motherfucker.
As-
He's getting flashbacks.
Even like I sideline him.
He's definitely getting flashbacks. This is very familiar to him.
So,
You see him like actually kind of sit up, absent-mindedly, like he suddenly just like in like you know like drill sergeant. He's like, oh shit, and he just sits up a bit.
hold on,
You
I
know
haven't
you're
got the
not
token.
The deckhands, right?
Hold on. So, Samson moved from his spot. Okay. Because the quarters is right under where you see the wheel.
Oh.
We see a wheel.
Where's the wheel?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
see no wheel.
Oh, okay. So if you look up here.
Right here.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, did somebody
it's
ping?
super blurry.
I'm not looking at that half of the boat at all.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I imagine where it is.
I have to fucking sit in order to grab this fucking icon because my hand's shaking too much standing up.
Well,
That
then
probably
sit
would.
down. Forehead.
Well, yeah.
Nah, man, standing while DMing's the best.
Oh yeah, I always stand when I speak. So he's he's there by the wheel. He just came out, and Samson, if you remember, was in that corner.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
But he came out and he's standing there, and I put Sufren on the board, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
think he's towards the
say
front.
He's in the front. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
no, he's not.
he's over there. As he slams his hand down and starts barking these orders, you see Sufren stiffen, but not in a frightened kind of way. And
Like
if
a
an-
tense, kind of like almost
This-
angry kind of way.
And you see him pinching his quill just a little bit tighter as he just looks over his shoulder. I want you all double time! We are the Avondale Grand Fleet, not some lackadaisical merchant ship! Move! Get those lines strung! Deckhand, swap! And as he starts screaming, you see Sufren whip sharply on his heels. Admiral Jacques! That's enough! What did you say to me? I am a grand tactician.
I'm just
As he
shaking my
starts-
head.
As he starts marching across the deck, we will never get anywhere or get anything done if they are so panicked about what they're doing. We don't have time to sissy them. We have more than enough time to be efficient. What do you mean? What, you think just because this is your boat it can be run any old way? We have a position to be upheld. We have a mission to do. And I am the Grand Tactician, and as far as I remember, I outrank you. As you
Are they
see...
brothers?
No.
I think these are the difficult to get along types. Along with types.
Yeah, it's the bad version of Prin and Samson.
Yeah.
As you see,
I was gonna say.
at that last comment, if you turn your head back to the Admiral, you see his hands start to dig into the wood a little. Not enough to damage him, but he's definitely starting to white knuckle. If you want to order a ship around and yell as much as you want, there are 5 others in this fleet. We can certainly bring one up, but you will not yell at my men unless I give an order to. And I certainly can make you aware there will be no such order.
Why do
So-
mortals always cling to these useless decorations of power?
So the guy that's like big yelly is closer to me than he is to everyone else.
Yeah, he's like right behind you.
Yeah, and I don't
So,
know if you caught
with
it.
your
This
ears.
man is. I tried to explain it as best I can. This man's a boncho.
Oh
Yeah, I
Okay.
could see with like the jacket flowing on his thing. So I was just like sitting with my back to the crow's nest, but now that after he started barking, I kind of like lifted my hat to like give him a look, and I'm just like, so I know that a lot of us are guests and stuff, but I'm kind of with him up at the front. Could you quiet down a bit?
You're stopping my nap. You understand, don't you?
God.
With that, he grabs a railing and jumps down, and marches directly in front of you, towering over you. I'm sorry. What was that?
Friend's
Oh,
gonna-
look.
Friend's gonna get up real quick. He's not gonna walk yet, but he's gonna get
Oh
up.
boy.
I'm looking now.
Huh?
I'm like leaning on my hand.
Did you need anything else? But I will say, you're in a good position. My hat normally gives me enough shade, but you're doing a really good job.
He kind of leans down next to you. Well, I guess I shouldn't expect manners from some Varisus outlander rat.
Nim turns to the group and says, "Do we need to stop this?"
Friend is already walking.
I do
He's
not
walking
know,
now.
but I am ready.
Friend's walking up. He's like here at this point.
He is eyeing you down, Samson. He is inviting you to try something.
Try my best.
You got a family, mister?
Oh fuck.
I don't know. Tell me, do you have any left?
I'm going to stand up.
As soon as
So-
I see him stand up, and I'm swiveling around in my chair. I'm ready to get
Yeah,
up.
I don't know what Nim will do, but Nim will start to follow Prim.
Okay, if I
So-
see Nim go, I'll follow.
Nim is just banking on the fact that maybe if she cries on command, he'll stop.
Which one of those two seems like they would give half a damn about you crying?
That's the problem. She
No.
doesn't think so.
You know, it's funny the way you're talking to me, because I think we might have a little something in common. I don't like authority, and apparently neither do you, since you can't seem to keep your mouth shut on someone else's boat or to your own king's guests.
So, Nim, Prin, and Celeste all feel a slight change in the wind as it gets slightly colder, and within a blink of an eye, Sufren dashes across over every obstacle in the way and gets in between the two of them, sliding a hand just in front of Samson's mouth and pushing the meat mountain back. Admiral, young merrymaker, that is enough. I do not need any of this on my ship or this mission. Admiral, please. I'm sure there are things downstairs that need your direction. I have everything covered up here. There is no need to wreck the very bit of land that we have when the rest of it is sea. Would you both agree?
I'm just going to turn back so that his hand is like no longer covering my mouth. Yeah. At least I can recognize you're in charge of this here boat.
He gives you not a mean, but like a flat affect look as the Admiral is still gritting his teeth, and he doesn't know whose face to put his eyes on. Admiral Bristempet, please. Fine. As he starts skulking off towards the lower deck. Sufren quickly grabs Samson by the shoulder and lightly nudges him closer and brings his mouth to his ear. I understand he can be harsh, but he does have good interest. Not that I agree with him. But please, for the sake of my ship, try not to earn his ire. I do like not being wet. As he lets you go.
Sir, yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Merrymaker.
Those poor have to clean that.
As you turn around, you see that every single deckhand on the entire boat is either fallen against something or is shaking against whatever they can because they thought they were all about to die.
And I assume all eyes are on me.
Oh no, all eyes are on Bristempet as he goes downstairs.
Oh yeah, well I mean I assume he already left.
Oh yeah, he was walking down the stairs. Their eyes followed him the entire retreat down.
As I'm walking back from here to the table, I'm gonna look at the this group of people and be like, "Gentlemen, we still have a job to do. Please fall in line."
Who?
These group of people.
Yeah, the deckhands.
Yeah, just the deckhands in this general area.
Sufren takes a deep breath. Alright, the lot of you. He did make some good points. Just because there was a little bit of a mishap doesn't mean that you should be sitting down or panicking. Please, return to your duties. As he looks around the ship and they all slowly start to get up. Yes, Grand Tactician! And many of them move with a hurried pace.
It is now that I've like turned my back towards where the guy was that I see like Prin and the others.
Prin is the first one to be like he's at the front, which makes a lot of sense. And he just he's looking at you just like disappointedly, but also like annoyedly.
I'm already in a bad mood, and if he's like actively showing these things, I'm just gonna be like, "And what do you want?"
Can I have a word with you, Samson? If you don't mind.
I can't say I'm really in the speaking mood, but I feel like I'm not gonna be the one speaking.
And since Nim is still behind him, she goes, "Don't make a third person cry."
Oh my. Don't worry, this will be a much harder nut to crack. And I'm gonna walk up
But
to
we
him.
weren't talking about nuts.
Samson literally
So-
just starts fucking
so,
crying right
from-
there.
So as I like take the invitation, I like nudge my neck in a direction, and like head over towards like this little corner where there's like a few people.
Your favorite corner now. Alright. Yeah. He's gonna Prin's gonna like lean up against the railing or whatever. Alright, listen. What?
I'm listening.
I've never met your type before. I'm just trying to figure out
I never
What-
met a
what
poor
would
man
you eat?
before.
you know? Like why like what Alright. We're going to be on a journey, clearly, for a while. And we're going to be under the watch of very powerful people with a lot of status and a lot of power. And it's very clear there's something that you don't like about that. Why is that?
And now, is this the part where I explain to you everything that I've gone through in my life?
You don't have to.
And I don't intend to.
Alright, listen. It's very clear that we got off on the wrong foot. Right? But we are forced to work together. So I would like to have our working relationship at least be efficient. We don't have to be friends.